and gentlemen. You're welcome to the church, to the mosque, to the shrine, to the auditorium of violence. It's another beautiful, beautiful evening, and we are here back again. Um, Different atmosphere, different season, but here we are one more time. It's always a pleasure having you guys. Thank you for always checking by. Thank you for always stopping by. Thank you for always coming around when we have these programs. It's always good having this stuff with you guys. Thank you, my brother Otumba. NC should be on his way, and Jimmy. All right, guys. Before we jump into this stuff, I just want to say I know there'll be so many new members on this platform. If it's your first time of coming to this church, to this mosque, to this shrine, to this auditorium, to this place of violence, it is one space I'm going to advise you on time. If you are those people, you fall into that category of people whereby the doctor always give you prescriptions. You take 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening before you sleep because of your blood pressure. Please, this is not a space. We don't want people collapsing while they are listening to us on this space, because on this platform, dead body, they surplus. So it is important I put out this disclaimer so we don't hear tomorrow that my brother, my sister, my auntie was listening to some people and please do on time. You leave the space. But if you know you're strong enough and you want to have a conversation, or a conversation that will have all your emotions up, your adrenaline pumping, everything going up in flames, then you are welcome to the right space today. And I say this with all intention in my heart. You're welcome to the violence space, my people, and it's always a pleasure coming to this platform. I don't know how many of us are in church or in the mosque today, but I know that we are coming up in numbers. So I want everybody on the platform right now, as we always do on this platform, for the newcomers. We have a regular do I say habit? I think I'll call it, yes, a regular habit we do on this platform. Anytime you step into this atmosphere, anytime you come into these premises, it is a must, it is a duty, it is compulsory. It is and 25% in FCT. This is our and 25% in FCT. Now, once you come into this place, you must like this space, retweet this space, share this space so that the whole world can understand that the number one space on Twitter is up and running. And yes, we mean it when we say that. So please share the space, like the space, retweet the space, let people get into the conversation. It is important we have these conversations for national building and for our mental health. Yes, this is a therapy session also. So I'm just saying this, please retweet the space, share the space. If you do not, your phone will break. If you're new on this platform, go and ask about this person speaking to you now, the power behind his voice. If you don't retweet or share this space, your phone will break. How it will break, I don't know, but you will come back here and testify that your phone has broken. I will not give you money to buy a new one. So repeat the space, share the space, let people know that the number is up and running. All right, let me just go through into our regular announcements before getting to the space. Also, if you have people that you think they should join these conversations, you know that there are people. I say please reach out to your obedient brothers and sisters that you feel are downcast, you feel that they are emotionally down or something. Reach out to them to join this space today. I say this is going to be a therapy space for a whole lot of people. There will be a lot of learning, a whole lot of helping, a whole lot of a lot of bringing people back to reality and where we are. So please reach out to them, tell them to join this space. And if they can't join this space, we are streaming this space on our YouTube channel, which is at Vawulence space, Vawulence_space on YouTube, and we are also streaming this space live on our radio channel. Let me post that on the Jumbotron so you can copy the link. Just copy this link and post right now. Post this link on Jumbotron to your WhatsApp stories, and they can join this conversation to your Instagram stories, to your Facebook, and they can stream this space live from our Vawulence space radio. We have an online radio that is airing globally anywhere in the world. You can listen to us on this conversation live. So it is the best we can do to make sure that this conversation go as far and wide as we can. So guys, I indulge all of you to join us on the platform today. Today is going to be an amazing space. I can feel it in the air already. A whole lot of things, bullet to be flying left, right, and center. If you do not have your this thing for your bulletproof, put all your bulletproof on time. Wear your bulletproof, because we are spraying today. So many things go touch so many people, you understand? So it is important to state that You see the first topic. You see the first topic. This topic before I jump in this topic, because today's gist goes sweet. Let me also sell our market. Please, guys, follow us on Power Facts. Big shout out to the Power Facts team for the last space we had with our president, Peter Obi. Big shout out to the team. Thank you to all of you that came out that day. It was an amazing space. I think we created a record, we created history that day. Thank you to every one of you. Please keep following the Power Facts. Keep supporting those guys. Amazing young Nigerians coming together to change the narrative of the media house. Because you see, when we say in this country, if you do not tell your story, they will tell your story for you. And when we encourage all obedience. If you have a niche for writing, if you have start something, open up a blog site or something. Let us make sure that as we go into this new season that beckons right now, that we are creating an atmosphere, an ecosystem whereby we are the ones shaping the narrative of social media. Mainstream media, we still don't have the capabilities of these guys, but at least the stories that we break out on social media, we have that number. So it's important we put our numbers to use. Please, guys, support the Power Facts, follow the Power Facts across all our social media handles. We are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram, we are on Telegram, we are on TikTok, we are everywhere. So please find the Power Facts, subscribe to us on YouTube, join these young Nigerians trying to change the narrative. So thank you, guys. As I've sold our market, and let's jump into the conversation of today. I don't know if you guys know what is Colos. I don't know if you guys know what they call Colos. When we say, what is Colos? Tinubu on Colos. Whether it's a short form of something. But I don't know, man. I'm going to find that video and play it, because when they say Colos, people want to let me find Colos. So many of you understand, say, on Colos. That video. Well, we're advancing Nigerians. We're advancing because for me now, I'm going to be catching cruise now, because I've gotten to the point where I just that we are at that cruise level. We have passed that point that many people thought they were going to die before today. Are you dead? You're not dead. Nobody is dead. We are here. Say all of what I tell us, say we go. Just go and sleep and wake up. We'll be there till we wake up. Nothing they happen. We don't die. We there here. Should be them do one bed yesterday. One bed never finish. But they woke up to 750 liter fuel, and many of them were shouting, on Colos. Hey! But let's just sweep me. I said today I go just the cash cruise. They say when we say these things, people think like, say, you're voting him because yeah. I say no. He don't touch everybody. So when I see these people come out and make prayers, 3 days ago, so I praying, this administration will favor me and my family. So help us, God. God grants them, they say, see this fool. See this fool. You vote a criminal. You vote a thief that have come in to kill and destroy you. And you're saying that will God help you. How will God help you? The good or the bad thing that will come this administration will favor everybody. There is not enough wealth in Nigeria to share for 200 million people. Tinubu does not have the national wealth to share for. If he say let him favor his supposedly 8 million voters, which is not possible because Tinubu's voters don't reach 2 million. 2 million of Tinubu's voters, he cannot share for them. You cannot reap from this administration. Anything that they bring must favor the whole country, because it has to do the policies. If it's giving you policies that work, the policies affect everybody. If it's bringing the policies that do not work, just like the subsidy right now, that is why is here. This on Colos. People don't understand why I'm saying this on Colos. When you sniff Colos, even I think I'll have to find the video. Some people, as I'm speaking this Colos, even people who are watching the video to understand why I'm saying this on Colos. That drug is straight from the devil's cabinet. They say that is the devil's shit. If you understand what I mean by the devil excrete himself. They now dry it and send it to earth and package it and give people to smoke. When you smoke Colos, there is nothing in your body. You will totally. You see how he was cripok yesterday on stage. Did you guys watch that cripok? That is exactly if that man was behind him. If that man had allowed him. If you saw that the way they pushed that, how they threw that cameraman, that he forgot to weigh himself like that. That is the power of Colos. So when you take this kind of hard drugs and you come before people, you make rash decisions. You don't even know what you're saying. You just woke up in the presence of 200 million people and announce subsidy is gone. without any minister of finance, without any minister of petroleum. You don't even know how many barrels we produce a day. You don't know anything. You just feel say as dumb as you are and as dumb as your supporters are, when you just come and announce subsidy is gone, everybody will begin to clap for you. You don't understand that particular part of Nigeria is that part that has brought down every government. Everybody they fear subsidy. Not be by hard man, not be saying smoke Colos finish. You can say subsidy is going. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You have to set up a system, set up a way that, okay, what are we going to use to avert the consequences of something? Because I said this, I think I said this earlier in our spaces when I said obedient. You see me now, I've never advocated for protests. I've never told anybody not to protest. But if you remember, violencers, you remember when I used to say, what is coming? You don't need to tell guy man. You don't need to tell the protest that will hit these people. It will start from Lake Chad. From Lake Chad to Atlantic Ocean. What is going to the after effect of what these people are planning, because these men do not understand governance. People that surround themselves with Tinubu are just criminals, and there's nothing to steal anymore. So when you come into with such a mindset, there is no amount of prayer. I think somebody posted Adeboye, that the Adeboye, with all due respect, when he said there's a new Nigeria. Somebody that posted him where he said 10 years ago, say there is a IMF. Rice. Like say you soak am for water like Gary. Like say you soak the naira for water for like Gary rice, e go rise. You understand? These people think, look at all the countries developing. Go and look at Malaysia. Malaysia is part of their development is palm kernel. They came to Nigeria. They came to your Nigeria, took your palm kernel and took your palm kernel back to Malaysia. And what palm oil is giving Malaysia is more than what petrol is giving you Nigeria today. So when you see all these things, happening, it is not by prayer. Pray from it is Nigeria is only country whereby on a Monday morning, people are having retreat in church. People are having retreat in church on a Monday morning. Some are having retreat in church, some are in their joint smoking Colos. Because that is how Nigeria is right now. If either you're praying or you're getting high, there is nothing working for the youth. There is nothing, and it is a systemic way. They plan this every season because they know that the more you keep these people dumb, believing in God for everything, believing in God to provide for you as basic things as water, as light, people will take that and say, oh God, I am a victim. I did pray when I was in there, they pray for light. I'll be begging God, please Lord, please let this night come before Nigeria match. Super Eagles match is coming, please Lord, I need light before, because my papa and mama do the urgent tonight. Now for night is on generator. So Nigeria match at 4 p.m. I'm going to pray. Fire, light come. Light go up, see things, and Nigeria is finished all the time, because it gives me, I went game that I did not drink water for 3 days. When I left Nigeria, I did not drink water for 3 days. I was, my urine was red. I never asked my neighbors, bro, I beg, how far? Because I was under quarantine. I was quarantining. I asked my neighbor, I said, please, sir, how can I get water, please? When do you say water? I not told me I wear face masks. That why do I need water? I say, public tap. I say, public tap. I say, look me at this one, no. Which one public tap? I say, let me just show me mall, any mall, shopping mall, please. I go to the mall. The way I get chatter water. The water quite expensive. The water like close to small bottle like this, close to €1. I'm like, what? That's why they drink water. All my money where I can't go to finish you. Don't take survive. Me when they drink water now, I can't drink the one for 3 days first. Or more. I go back to the house. I say, my sister, please, how do you people drink water in this country? Do you guys buy this water I'm buying? Is there government? The government supplying people water? He said, no, all your time. You want it hot? You want it cold? You want it warm? God, I was drinking to this point. Let me tell you how shameless I am. I swear to God, till today, as I'm speaking to you today, I get all those rubber. This one, I get them house.
You don't come up to Naira.
My mother, I come out the money to Naira first. I see the Naira, how much you get? I say,
every they take us like 2-3 years. They say every calculation you go calculate like Naira.
Bro, it's crazy.
Wetin dey cook like this? Wetin dey cook like this?
Look at cook finish first. I'm on Colos. Today I never even join God. I see the Colos. That's what they cook. So I come there and I will visit and say, that's what this country be. Bro, the reorientation of my mind it took me years. I'm like, guy, no. So when I see people like myself, Nigerians have left the trenches and you come out to a Western world that is working, and I see these people agitating for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidency, I don't understand how wicked man, and when the Bible says the heart of man is desperately wicked, I don't understand that. When the Bible talk about the heart of men are very wicked. You come to a system and you celebrate mediocrity back home. You're celebrating I'll just give some listen, please. Lagosians, I'm giving people from now to the end of this year. Your tram, none of those tram will work. I'm telling you now. So when it happens, nobody don't come and come to that. I'm even prophesying more than your prophesy in Nigeria. I will prophesy for people. Monitor out there, it will be happening. You will see it. So you know that all those things I tell people is just badass. They just use these guys, keep Nigerians in poverty, make you pray. Because if you don't pray and don't give your 5 naira, imagine 100,000 people giving 5 naira. You know how much that is? Pastors are making money, imams are making money, alphas are making money. The only people that are not making money in Nigeria are native doctors, and they are complaining. They are complaining because even sacrifice now. You know, she say, imagine when a person comedian get mind begin to come say as he be native doctor. Imagine a comedian now is using mind. Do what with native doctor in our growing up, you dey craze. Even people when they act him as native doctor, it affect them mentally. But now comedians get mad because everything don't cast for the country. Nigeria is in a state of, we are almost gone. So I just want you guys to understand where we are today, Nigerians, and obedience for you guys to be happy in your mind. Because for me, I'm in the point of joy. I was talking to a friend today, and while we were discussing, the person told me, said, Saddam, look at how only people are unraveling. That I'm surprised though. I said, me. I'm not surprised that I'm not surprised, because I understand movements like this. Some people will join this movement for clout. Some people will join this movement as fifth columnists. Some people will join this movement because they don't have a voice of their own. Some people will join this movement because they are crowd, they love bandwagon. Oh, what is trendy? Make I follow for what is trendy. They don't understand that they should have a mind of their own. And that's why we say on this program all the time that no obedient is more obedient than the next obedient. We are all equal. There is nobody as big. If you like join the obedient movement, in fact, maybe say that you name that name, obedient movement. Maybe say that you name them. You are not more obedient than person who join the obedient movement. 2 days to election and he's still standing. And if you left the movement immediately after elections, you are less important than any other person that is still staying there today. Because now, nobody who start race, they finish race. Now who end race, now be winner. That's exactly what we should understand. So when I say people, I understand people, if you have tired and give up, that's on you, safe journey. But for us who go there, we will stay here till the very end of this whole process, because as I said on one of the tweets I made, I say the obedient movement is the foundation and the consciousness of the new Nigeria. That new Nigeria is a test. We are testing so many things to be unraveled. We have unraveled everything in this country. We have unraveled the executives. We have unraveled fake all that. All our pastors. If I might not, oh may God not punish me. Majority of our pastors, men that we look up to in the past, have proven over time that they are God of men, not men of God. They have proven over time now that God did not call these ones. They are just in here, they are in bed with politicians, because if Nigeria is better, Nigeria's not coming for crusade on Monday. Everybody will go to work on the Monday morning. People will be working on Monday morning, not going to church and giving tithe anyhow. They know. So they are in bed with politicians. Imagine somebody having cancer, and the first port of call of that person is to carry that body to church. I lost my friend in Nigeria last 2-3 years. A very, very lovely DJ in Abuja, one of the top DJs. This guy was cleaning his house and he fell down and he hit what we heard though. That he fell down, he was cleaning his house and he slipped and hit his skull on the tile and he had internal bleeding. Next thing, friends carry him, rush him, go hospital. Hospital say they don't do this thing. They must have to do check, test. This one don't get test. Next one they carry him, they rush him go church. They rush him go church. Make them go pray for person with the bleed inside them. So that God will come down and stop what God has created man to fix. And this young man died. When I heard that voice, then I was so angry. When I lost my dad to the medical system in Nigeria, I witnessed firsthand. When I was living in Nigeria, I went to that same hospital, FMC, and I saw things on my eyes. And I said, Nigeria, the only thing I will save in Nigeria, if you like, the only thing I will save in Nigeria is just the grace of God. If you have one sickness, one accident, one wrong diagnosis away from death in that country. That is why everything they do to treat is malaria and typhoid. Malaria and typhoid. If you come out your belly, your leg they pain you, they give you malaria drugs. If your tummy they pain you, they give you typhoid. That is the only thing we know how to treat in Nigeria. Every other thing is finished. And you don't come and see people praying, may this Nigeria, this in favor me. Like if Tinubu come declare now, begin build highway, super highway across Nigeria, now you go right on them. That is the only way it can favor you. Or if Tinubu build world-class hospitals, then it will not only favor you. But if you think it will favor your family alone, you are a fool. It can't happen that way. It doesn't happen that way. Government does not, except you're a thief. You're wanting Tinubu to come and put your family near government. So that when he gives contract, you can still contract money and go and buy houses like your fellow criminals have been doing in Nigeria. Because that is the status quo in Nigeria. That is the criminal mentality of people that say, make Nigeria favor me. Make we pray for Tinubu, make it work. If Tinubu was good, you don't need to pray for him to work. You pray for him to be alive. If he's good, you don't pray for him to work. If you believe that he's good, you don't need to pray for him to work because automatically him coming there is to work. But you know it's a bunch of bulaba, balablu, on Colos, staggering motherfucker, and that's why you know he needs supernatural power to work. Tinubu is an epic failure in the making. And that's why we must take back our mandate. So I don't even dignify that on Colos. I'm going to find this video and play it to you guys. Guys, big shout out to our one and only governor, Alex Otti. You see, they say if weekend go better, you start knowing from Thursday, Friday. You're going to see weekend on the soft. You don't see as it be. You saw they don't even want to perform for him free. Nobody knows hungry people they carry with inauguration. Artists we don't that career don't expire. They define when we say the man I bless and man they will supply the waiting in smoke for Lagos freely. No if you buy. He just go carry they don't want freely. He has done Otti. Go and look at the pedigree of Otti. Go and read his pedigree. And you saw what he did. The first statement he made, because Aba is the China of Africa. There is nothing that you want in Nigeria or in Africa that cannot be bought and developed, cannot be built from scratch in Aba. Nothing. Or except human part. Even one part, they do one part. Even one part, they will run out for you. They will run out. They will run out for you. Human part, they will run out for you. I swear to God. If you see, God have mercy. If you see what these people do in that Aba, the only thing that Aba have been caused for generations with bad leaders, wicked, satanic, evil men, back to back, 16 years of bondage. What's 16 years? 23 years of bondage. Aba have been on Abia State has been under bondage for 23 years. The people have been their own government. Everybody about all the billionaires about Sabi drive motorcycle. All the billionaires about Sabi drive motorcycle because the road no day now. How you want to drive your jeep come out? Road day. You go see husband and wife inside their ladies' bike every morning. They go market because auto will not scatter everywhere. Go live in Aba. The worst mosquitoes in the world stay in Aba. The worst Aba mosquito they drink otap pepper. You give them. You go put otap pepper for Aba mosquito. They go swallow and lick am like juice. They know they die. You don't fit kill Aba. I'm telling you something. Experience. You cannot kill Aba mosquito. If you start clean out with your hand, you will injure your hand. You go see your hand go wound. You go wound if you slap Aba mosquito. Now you go wound. I don't know how that mosquito will die. I am telling you guys, go and verify. So you can see how bad those people have been led. See the jubilation there. See the people that came out to celebrate Otti. And I can stay here and tell that the best governor in the next 4 years will be Alex Otti. I will put my money.
A little bit because it's not just Abba, it's not just Abia. Do you see Kanu's crowd also?
My brother, see Kanu also now.
When you allow people to select who wants to govern them, people will naturally come up. Like I was looking at Kanu and Abia, I was like, oh my god, this is what Nigeria was waiting for. Because people, see, you don't have to go and hire a charter crowd. People will willingly go there. They will really or doing all this nonsense. People will show up. They will do things for free. But continue.
My brother, see the airplane with those boys enter. They never have airplane in their life. See the kind mandate close to them for themselves. See the oh God have mercy. If you're in Abuja, please, I advise you to relocate to Nasarawa. For the next couple of months, before I get back our mandate, I advise you, please locate to Nasarawa because you got to walk out for street. Then go, let me collect your phone. You go, your boys, oh yeah, you go. So get ready. As I was saying, my people, big shout out to our Alex Otti. You told us here we have you have your recording. This is what we're going to do in the first. You shout out 3 times. You don't need come with Jerican self. You just I can be. Jerican will fall inside your hand. Boom. That's how many liters you want. You tell them, pum. You go see fuel. You grab out, go house, go flex. You got flex at home. All right, guys. Let's not go back for too long. I think it's going to be an amazing space. I want to set the tone for the space today. Thank you guys for always coming with us. Thank you for coming out here. And on Tumba, you see this PEPT. We have to talk about it though, because today
we'll come back to it.
We'll come back specially because today what was discussed was the drug dealer.
They accepted the evidence that it's a drug dealer now.
Yes, I've accepted that.
That's the way I'm interpreting that. I know there's some legal things you can slide in there, but let me just say, me, I want to drag people. And my brother, I have 6 minutes. My next 6 minutes in my next meeting. See, I think it was yesterday. Well, a couple of days ago, I started seeing, some so-called obedient influencers. Sense. When I'm going to start calling your name, Abokina Gari, Dr. Pebanwo, then plenty all of them. People are moving mad, and I'll explain why people are moving mad. See, if you think, especially Dr. Pebanwo, I have your time today, sir. I'm a Yoruba boy, so if you have time, I'm not going to record it and send it to you. Please come on the space. I have a conversation with you, because if you read what he wrote and you just think this man was passing words, that is gaslighting 101. The fact that one of the first things that struck me was when he said they called him alone because he's Yoruba. Nobody ever find me a recording, find me a tweet where when you joined the movement, they went to the fact that you were Yoruba. We Yorubas, one of the we Yorubas have led and been in the forefront of this movement from day one. That no Yoruba has been called a mole in the obedient movement just because you're Yoruba. You were called a mole because people saw they know the record of how you do people on Clubhouse. They know of your antecedents of the bullshit you did on Clubhouse. And when you joined the movement, people were skeptical and they asked questions. And after a while, they moved on because they felt like, you know what, everybody's the obedient movement. Let's go on. And some people are going to say, why are you talking about Dr. Pe? Ignore him. See, I used to be in that school of people that used to say, let's ignore. But I have kids, and one thing I've learned is, if you ignore bad behavior for a while, you reinforce it. After a while, bad behavior starts to become the norm because they feel that they're comfortable. There's no repercussion. And people say focus. See, obedience. We are smart enough to focus on the tribunal and drag people. See, it was an APC person that said this. I wouldn't even respond to them. But see, those so-called that were in this movement with us, we will drag, we will cut you, whatever you want. Because then he said, what was his yesterday also said? All of us, we are all at our worst. Which all of us are only gallery? He said all of us were worst. Find me the APC person obedient killed. Find me the APC person that obedient that almost burnt alive in Lagos for flag. Find me the APC person or the people that they wanted to vote, and Obedient refused them to vote because they look like Yorubas or they look like Hausas or look like Igbos somewhere. So the nonsense gaslighting they wrote in that is stupid because I hate people that see. I'm a Democrat in the US, and there's something politicians here do. When you put them in the corner, they will not start telling you both sides. Which both sides? Papa, answer the question. Face what we are talking to you. All of us were at our worst. Which at our worst? What did Obedience call Bola Tinubu that was not factual? We called him a drug dealer. Bola Tinubu is a drug dealer. We said he has siphoned Lagos funds. Fact. He brought tribalism. There are videos of high-ranking APC members stoking tribalism. They even did it on election day. There's nothing. He's a shaky daddy. Bola Tinubu is on video shaking. He dey pay for Mogaji Awatole, according to Jimmy. He dey pay for body. See, there's nothing we didn't call him that was not factual. Now we can go back to where the things they said about us that was factual. The white bearded professor still called us the fascist a couple of days ago, I mean a couple of months ago. So this nonsense. See, Obedience, all those fake influencers, all those fake people that we knew, they looked them inside there when they joined the movement. But we're like, you know what? And we're like, okay, you know what? Let's just let it go. Let's let it slide. But please, Obedience, drag their father, their mother. Don't let it slide though. We can be focused on our mandate, which are focused on our mandate, and we can drag people. See, no time for nonsense. We will drag. Is that saying we should accept and move on for peace? Pray for definitely have peace. Which peace? So what you're insinuating is that we that are not congratulating Tinubu, we want violence. You see how they set people up for nonsense. And because I chose peace, definitely peace they choose there. Which peace? So we that refuse to congratulate the drug dealer, we are choosing violence. Is that what they're trying to tell us? And he just does a bunch of nonsense. He spent money in this. See, it's just like Saddam. We all open the table of all those stupid support groups and all them were opening, and the nonsense they were doing with it. We are not blind though. We was all out of actually cowards. We know everything, but we just kept quiet and moved on because we're like the obedient movement. And I'm beginning to read to you. Your own case is another day. The nonsense you gotta put in your Twitter because we defended the and Saddam fought. Saddam know me and I need to go. The debate with Nigeria should work. Like, is it fair that make Nigeria work, or is it not good that? Korea, Japan, see, Christians, you has nothing to do with development of the country. They're not related at all in any way. God has given you brain to do XYZ. It's left to you if you do it or you don't do it. You cannot go and start praying for after all the surgeons and the advancements in medicine. Yeah, are there things that are miracles? Yes, but there are things that they are normal things. Doctor who talks about it here that when they see in hospital diagnosis and in medication, that should work. You don't need to start. I mean, you still pray, but it's the prayer, is the faith plus the works. Nigeria will throw away the work, start doing the faith. What's that? Let me rest. I'll come back. I have a meeting. I'll hop back in about 10-15 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my brother. You see, most times I've held back myself from going hard on obedience or our own obedience. I just feel like, but in the course of this whole movement, I try to make sure that I focus my energy on people that I know that are my perceived enemies, people that I know that are my enemies, with I never want to open up this place or call this place and call out one of these niggas, although I know, we know. Most of people feel like, my dear, my nose, I say, calm down. What you unravel, will unravel. What you open, will open. You see, there's nothing for me. I always know that the greatest thing that exposes anything on this life is time. Time heals all wounds and exposes every fraud. It's just time. So Dr. Pes unraveling, I have known from day one. I have had my back and forth. I know. But I don't say, no wahala. Trying to paint the whole movement in that tribalistic brush is how evil a human being like you can be.
Salah, nothing pay me. The fact that he said this because he was Yoruba. Salah, you don't know nothing pay me.
Do you understand, bro?
He pay me die. You know what it means to go tribalism to say because of
the biggest financiers I know, the big. All my brothers up here, I know Yorubas. Otumba Yoruba, Jimmy Yoruba, Mumbolane Yoruba. Even all, and for like 8 to 9 hours, the only speakers who got up here were Yorubas. Back to back to back to back, our Yoruba brothers and sisters. Millions of obedience are Yorubas. So when I see people that did not play any fucking role, okay, you did nothing for this movement. That use us to try and cash out. That use us to try and build one fucking fake app. And I'm laughing because in hindsight.
I'm meeting never start now. Why? Sorry.
Go on, my brother. Go on.
See, there were so many red flags. This man, he used to say he should defend Chegalik. My business is him, is my business partner, is my law. I've been thinking in my head, what would a rational thinking person have to do with this Amstel water bottle? Like, you cannot be rational and have business with that Amstel bottle. Like, it was so many red flags, but we let it slide. And, it was because, there's so many things we let slide during the campaign because we felt just, let's just keep the peace. Let's be going. The goal is to let people be. Maybe for God, did not say it comes in Yoruba. So, what nonsense? Do you know the first obedient rally we ever had was in Nasarawa State. The first, I did not even know, I don't know anybody. We went to Yoruba states before we went to Southeast.
Southeast were the last to become this thing. Southeast were the last to enter this thing.
You remember the Ibadan rally where Ayodeji and Co. Ayodeji and Co. When there was this Yoruba lady
that woman, God bless you, go on.
Yoruba woman with a thick Ibadan accent. Like, bro, the insinuation, see it. And they got the exposed to me that is a couple of days ago he was on Clubhouse telling people to accept Tinubu. It's all these political IDPs where we say their job. Oga Akin now on DMing because if I say what Oga Akin said about the artists that had to collect money for Bola Tinubu to perform. That was he started to say our artists should earn their money. So are you saying those artists will go hungry and go broke if they did not collect money to perform on the inauguration day? There's something about saying you are so hungry that you have to go and perform for Tinubu to feed your kids. Because sorry, continue.
See that one. President of Ajib, any government in power, Dr. Joe Abba, any government in power, if the first thing when the government, if Tinubu smoking Colos finish, come on say, I think that we should take the capital back to Lagos. Ajib go shout, what a wonderful thought. Tinubu is thinking right. I think the capital should go back to Lagos too. What's the first thing government just end up on? If Peter Obi just get back a mandate, just talk the first thing I go first shout. Any government in power, anywhere benefits, such people run away from them. Run away from those people, and that is why I say this obedient movement is exposing everything. Everybody needs to go open. Whatever you're hiding there, we'll see it. Jimmy, my brother, you can come in now. Make I know on this man because I know how people want to talk and request don't plenty. Jimmy, good evening. How are you doing today, bro?
I'm fine. I'm doing good. I don't laugh since Otumba is cracking me up. Hello guys. Hello everybody. The regulars, obedient. God bless you guys. You see, I've been talking about this thing for a long time. And at the point in time, Saddam and Otumba they tell me, say, our morals. He say we gotta keep it. We should be human after all. I don't talk. See, if you vote Tinubu, don't come my side. Can't say you never chop. Hungry, they catch you. Won't pay school fees. Go meet him. Say you need help. Look, morality is highly important in this movement, and I keep telling people you look up to, people you respect, they will fall your hand. people you see like leaders, people that when they tell you to do something, you be like, yes, I'm going to do it. They will fall your hand. I deliberately replied Dr. Okpe twice. I did that for a purpose. Simply because the role he played, the role he played within the obedient movement, a lot of people were looking up to him. And that was in this is not the right time for him to say what he said. So for him to have actually said election is over, let's move on, when we have a court case still ongoing, that is disgusting. Because we say it on this platform, when election is over is when we get the last judgment from the Supreme Court. If it's going to be November or December, that is when the election is over finally. Because right now there is an ongoing case in court, and we heard what happened today. See, the Owambe they did yesterday is just normal protocol. They meant to do that just to fill up the vacuum, which is normal. It's the democratically the best action to go. But did you see the display of the walking mannequin yesterday? It wasn't himself. The man was not even there in the first place. That man was out of touch with reality. He couldn't hold the pen to even sign the papers in front of him. He couldn't.
On Colos.
On the VIP section, they deliberately decided not to let a lot of people in, because some videos people sent me, some clips showed where the wife, Remi Tinubu, was actually injecting is the PPIC, or what do you guys call it, injecting him. The man is sick. I was telling my dad about it today. I said if the best time for him to have actually ran was when he put out Buhari. That was his chance and he missed it. Right now, he's not even the puppeteer, he's the puppet right now. And we have a bunch of people right behind him, just controlling him. The man just wants to rest. That man just wants to rest. Yesterday when they were having the parade, it was tired. He wanted to just sit down desperately. They've actually looked for one personal guard. We go the day back. That one a shock absorber. That one go just your duty is just to make sure Oga doesn't fall. Anytime he staggers, you stagger with him to make it look like you're conforming. Oga must not fall. That is the new assignment now for that one. Obedience. We'll be facing different types of challenges, and I'm gonna name a couple of them. We've gone through the disappointment period. We've gone through the denial period. We've gone through the period at which we were in disbelief. We didn't believe what happened during the presidential election and the gubernatorial election. We've gone through a process whereby we encouraged ourselves. Right now, we are going through a process at which a lot of people will jump ships. Peer pressure will be there. You will see a lot of obedience saying, even though I didn't vote for him, but now he's been sworn in, let's pray for God to be. All of now they drink Asiwaju bitters. There is a difference between morality, from doing what is right. The reason why he did it, maybe they find him. The reason why they find him, the reason why they didn't find him. It is against the constitution of Nigeria to put such a person in power. That is a disqualification, an automatic disqualification. But it is so sad that our judicial system, especially the CGN, was standing there to I don't know, maybe what's the name of this speaker? The inauguration yesterday wasn't meant to happen. What happened yesterday was the death of democracy in Nigeria. It was a shame, and they're beginning to make it look like obedient are the ones making this look bad. Guys, it is bad. And it's not just an obedient movement alone. A lot of people have been tagging the obedient movement. IPOB. Okay, well, I'm Yoruba. Am I IPOB? No, I'm not. When you stand your ground and choose what is right and go for what is right, then you're being tagged for, different kinds of, they call us fascists. They've given us all sorts of names. And for people like you expect them to hold the line and just keep letting people know, you know what? If we go by the IRA, the selection clean and clear. It is sad that we have to go through the court process just to make sure we make this known to the whole world. Peter said it. He said we will want this election and we'll prove it to the world. We'll prove it to Nigerians. Not just Nigeria, we'll prove it to Africa and the world. It is obvious. A lot of people knows what is going on. Someone sent me a message today. It's a chat between a student, a Nigerian student, and a university in China. The guy is trying to apply for a university in China, and they asked him for his nationality, and he said Nigeria. Why? He said drugs, because of drugs. But I will refer you to another university. And the guy went on a brief explanation. No, never mind. Don't refer me to any university. Don't just label the whole country based on one person's. You are all stupid because you supported a drug dealer to get him into power. When we were saying all these things, it was as if we don't like this guy. It was as if we hate him. It's not about hate. It's about how the country will be seen. If you have a drug lord as a president, the country is a narco state. If you have a drug lord, if you have a sick man as a president, the country is sick. Whoever represents Nigeria is portraying Nigeria for what it is. We can't have the worst of us to lead the best of us. And if they're saying our local, Yoruba local, why bring out the worst of the Yoruba people? Afobaje, it would have been better off being a kingmaker. It would have died with all the respect it deserves. But now he wants to be a king himself, and he doesn't even have the healthy standard to even rule. It's impossible. It is painful for we Yorubas, because if you want us to, we have brilliant Yorubas. We have people, we have capable Yorubas that can do better job. You don't give him the position simply because he has helped people. If you helped your family, go and do Thanksgiving. Buy him shinap and kola nuts. Go and thank him in his house. You don't give him this title of presidency based on what he did for you. Did you see what happened yesterday? It was as if the country was mourning. And yeah, they could have been mourning because it was the death of democracy. It was the death of democracy in Nigeria. Kenya, all African countries, they were making fun of us yesterday. Did you know how many times he staggered?
Jimmy, hey God, Jimmy, see, we must take back our mandate. We must get back our mandate because we must get back our mandate because the next few weeks or few months for our mandate will be hell. You will see the taunting. You will see the taunting.
The gaslighting will be the gaslighting will be explosive. But yeah, a lot of us.
No, I'm not talking about what you mean. I'm not talking about gaslighting. We are not talking about this about the concern about the people. People will be saying that they're going to suffer pass. They're not going to suffer pass. I'm talking about international DC. We went in the diaspora and the rest.
Oh, we go start the film.
We can begin film by saying how we concern about the people. People will go. When they will go line up for fuel. I say in 2 months. If you go for filling station, go call and say about the people they will fit mob you, beat you. They might burn you.
Of course. Did you see? I mean, someone sent me a message as well yesterday saying 1 liter is now 900 naira. 1 liter of fuel is now 900 naira. 1 liter, 900 naira, and a lot of people are they're already complaining. Though some of them are still they are still trying to make it look like it's a normal thing. Peter Obi. Someone even made a tweet that Peter Obi too proposed that it was going to remove subsidy. Yeah, it did that, but with a good replacement, with a good alternative, and it wasn't probably going to be immediately.
With a roadmap, bro. With a roadmap. There was a
Thank you very
roadmap.
much. Yeah. With a roadmap, he has a roadmap on how to pushing it for everybody. Okay, so now the money they collected, the money they borrowed, $800 and something million that they applied for, they collected the loan. I beg, how many people don't receive a lot? The shit at 5,000 they call on where they say they won't pay into Nigerians' account. How many people? I never see any money. Oh. We are just deceiving ourselves in that country. And it is sad that a lot of us that are in the Western world, we see what good governance is. We are still embracing this shit show. It's a shame. Absolutely, it's a shame. Yeah, please. So sorry guys, I'm with my pops. I just brought him to do some shopping. So it is a shame that we are in this position right now, and we have to face this. Yeah, we have to face all this. We have to face all this. Yeah, sorry. Sorry guys.
Jimmy, take care of you now. You can always come back now.
No, he wasn't feeling comfortable. Now APC guy, he wasn't feeling comfortable. I just dropped it. He just stepped out of the car. He wasn't feeling comfortable as they talk. Sis, he just want me to drop out.
Alexander, go back to Nigeria.
You know. Since I don't collect my, he did my side. I took him to do some shopping, so I was taking him to another store. I just dropped him off now, so I'm alone in the car now. He wasn't feeling comfortable. He was saying, "I will stop." I said, "No worry, I go drop. I will drop you." But me, I finish talk. I finish my talk, guys. Look, we don't they talk this thing since. It can't be like say they sound like broken record. It go reach everybody. It go reach everybody. We don't pass the level of disbelief. We don't pass the level of encouragement, closure, reassurance. Right now, the stage where we did now is called test of faith. This is when you now start seeing people with their rugged. Obedience. If I wake up tomorrow, you can't see my tweets. I say, guys, we don't get Tinubu. Let us just pray and support him. I beg. Curse me, curse my papa, curse my mama, curse my family, drag me by the balls, embarrass my life for social media, unfollow me, they now block me. I will not let anything stand in the way of my moral duty. I will never let anything stand in the way of my moral duty. There's a difference between right and wrong. When growing up, they've taught us good and bad. So the people that taught us good and bad, they are now the ones perpetrating this bad attitude, and they want us to take it. We'll be the one to remind them that you taught us about bad, and what you're doing is bad. Let's go back to the table. What you are doing is bad, and that's why I keep saying it. Whoever you are, religious leader, traditional leader, if you do anyhow, I will call you out. I don't fucking care. If you're a traditional ruler, you're meant to be the custodian of our tradition. Tell me what tradition or which tradition encourages bad behavior. Yoruba? You're meant to be a representative of Omoluabi, but you are not. I will be the one to remind you. Omoluabi o njale. Omoluabi o ki n gbe ogun oloro, which is cocaine, drugs. A reliable Yoruba boy does not steal. Doesn't have all this what's it called? List of things you've seen in your so-called presidential president. I'm going to the column. They don't even snap a picture all around. People refuse to even put his picture in their offices, in their house, anywhere. He's not my own president, though. Peter Obi is my own president. I say that every single day when I wake up. I'm using that conformity experiment on my own self, personally, every day. Before now, I won't try using on top. I don't use on top myself. We won that election. Peter Obi is not stupid. He spoke to us a couple of days ago, and he said it. He said when he was chasing his mandate back then, at a point in time, it was the only one going to the court. And me, I keep saying it. At a point in time, the audience for this violence space go reduce. No wala. If it go be me, Saddam, and Otumba, and whoever wants to join, well-meaning Nigeria and other, core people that I know, we go still the runner. You don't understand? Because of what we stand on is the righteous thing. We are on the righteous path, and it is our duty to put that light grounded. We'll let people know that foundation is solid. People can sit on that foundation. We'll be the pace setter. We'll be the one to keep reminding people that, you know what, this is the right thing. When we say this is a marathon, not a sprint, you guys really don't understand it. When we say it, we say this is a marathon, is not a sprint, and you guys think, okay, marathon means you run for a long time, sprint is only 100 meters. No, you need to put everything into perspective. When you run marathon, some people go dey rest for road, you go dey pass people wey dey breathe, they no fit run again. Some people, they go dey throw them glucose and water. Some people go just talk, say, I know they go again. That is a marathon. Now who see am last be the winner. Not everybody finishes the marathon. The people you start the marathon with, not everyone finishes with you. A lot will stop on the road, a lot will give up. A lot will just be like, you know what, I'm tired. Most people go catch plenty people. A lot of people will feel reluctant to come. And let me put this straight. Some people would pull back, not simply because they are tired, but situation of things that actually made them pull back. For instance, it is difficult to get petrol in Nigeria now. That means difficult for them to put petrol in their generator, to power their devices, to recharge their devices. That way they don't have to, the time they spend on coming on violence space or going on social media has been reduced. This thing will affect everybody in different ways you will never think of. It's true. We don't come here to just go back and forth. We are the pace setters of this movement, and we are here to keep reminding people. We ran an election, we won an election, they stole an election from us, and we will reclaim that mandate. There is no single doubt in it. All we want is just good governance. You saw what happened in Kano. You saw what happened in Abia State. Did you see the crowd in both states? Did you see the crowd in Kano? The crowd in Kano go swallow everybody where they the whole Abuja. The crowd in Kano, everything come red with their red caps. That is who the people voted for. And they were happy. Organic love, organic happiness. Nobody was forcing any Ashwabi on anybody. They went there with joy and happiness just to support him. Few minutes ago, Kano was complaining, the new governor was complaining that he met a debt of over 200 billion naira. I say, oh boy. So, as Nigeria did so, now
billions, Jimmy, billions of
don't make sense. Why go they save money? Why do you save?
people.
Calling it to be name. I mean, look, call me whatever you want to call me. Name me whatever you want to name me. Tag me whatever you want to tag. That's your own wahala. Peter Obi. Look, if they put Tinubu for that never knew. Apparently, he thought a lot of these things were propaganda. And I had to tell him the truth. Go on IRF. Not be the one way we collate. IRF. Go check IRF. P2B won 16 states. And it was like, okay, if they do this back and forth, at the end of the day, it's going to be between P2B and Atiku. I say, Atiku will not even get 25% for Abuja. Then it was like, oh yeah, that's true. Atiku will not get 25% for Abuja. So, you see, when we have a solid case on ground, we are not stupid. We know what we are doing. We've looked back and forth into this thing. Experts, they've looked into it. Say, maybe like say we deceive ourselves. So we don't see waiting they happen. We are not losing this case. We are not obedient. There is a rough road ahead, though, even rougher than what is going on right now. But if there is only one person standing behind P2B, that person na me. That person na me. If there's one person standing behind P2B, that person na me. You can say, everyone can say that for themselves. No problem. Not a problem at all. But I know what I'm capable of doing, because it will get to a point in time that there will be fatigue. There will be a huge fatigue of happiness. There will be fatigue of so many things. You will feel reluctant even going on social media. You feel reluctant going on Twitter. You get tired of reading news. You get tired of seeing negativities. I'm ready for that. It's a battle that has to do with you mentally, morally, physically, intellectually. Are you ready? Not every single person is ready. A lot of people are weak. Yeah, go on.
Can I say something? Jimmy?
Yeah, go ahead.
So yes, definitely. I don't want to use the word weak necessarily, but what I think, and here's the thing: it's not. There's nothing wrong with if you as an obedient decide, you know what, I'm tired. I cannot handle some certain things, to log off Twitter. That doesn't question your commitment or your Omar, for example. Omar has things he's dealing with personally and things like that, but we don't understand his commitment. There's so many people that have taken breaks, that have logged and said, you know what, I need. There are so many things that suffered during the last 9 months, and let me take some time off social media, because I think sometimes obedience we get into this trap where if you're no longer active on online social media, it's like, oh, you're no longer be no. It's when you are talking rubbish on Twitter is when you're like, you're moving mad. So sometimes there's nothing wrong with which is why I push for cleansing your timeline, who you follow, who you unfollow, what you want to read. Like it helps, because you see, I'm quoting Bible too much. Guard your heart. You have to be wary of what comes in and what goes out. Because some people, you will read some things and you'll be like, the world is falling, or oh my god, this is XYZ. It is intentional. On even me, I do it every time. There are things, and I've also said this: it's good to get a community of obedience that behind the scenes, not on space, because I think some of us don't do that. Where there's some people I know that, wow, let me start in this. Actually, like I have my rant partners where sometimes I'm damn, sometimes. Because there's people that I can call and we can get into very nuanced conversations, and conversations that we can't have on space or Twitter, because the space is too public. Twitter, there's so much you can tweet to reveal emotions. Some people you can talk to behind the scenes, and you can talk through situations, man, I'm scared of this, and they're okay, I'm worried, I'm this, and they walk you through, and you guys have a conversation where and believe me, every time I have these conversations, I come out relieved. Like I really do, because it's like, you can pull from strength from people behind the back doors. Just talk to people. Now, I'm not saying you run every time. Oh, like you guys used to run to Saddam for. They know themselves. They run to Saddam for every time. But there are some conversations you can start having. Like that's why get people's WhatsApp number. Talk to people. If they have time.
Ottoma, let's go now. I want to share a story, but wrap on. Let us.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I got a call from my old time friend yesterday. He called me. I've just spoken to this guy for like 2 years now. He reached out to me and said, Saddam, apparently he was on our space with P2B, and he reached out to me and I said,
Saddam, you know that he's also obedient. I say, yeah, all of us are obedient. Now, all that just supposed to be obedient now. And I say, no, Saddam, but there's a problem. Ha. Now, I come to fear, whether this my guy won't bill me. I say, which kind of problem? I say, okay, but what's the problem now? I say, me. I use one earphone. I don't use my 2 earpiece. I use 1 earpiece. So if I hear billing, I go just one. He can't tell me, he say, Saddam, yeah, that he have this cousin of him. That he wants the cousin to talk to P2B. That I want him, that please, I need to call P2B. What is his cousin? I say, call P2B how? Where? He say, please. So this is cousin spent millions on top Obi's campaign. That all his clothes, he went that he changed all his clothes obedient. He's so native, everything obedient. That this is causing someone like me that anything, because he didn't know me from university days. He said that he did causing someone that if he wants to do anything, he does it to the end. He carries it to the end. That the guy he fought taekwondo, he carried taekwondo to the end. You know, just told me so many things about the guy. He was like, please. Like the guy was telling him now that he doesn't know why they just not do anything. That he felt that his cousin was getting suicidal. So that his cousin told him that please he should book for a flight. He wants to go to Abuja before inauguration. I said, actually, that's what you're going to do. He said, I want to go and scatter the place. I said, no, please, I beg. Put us for call, make we talk for phone. Yesterday was a very, very, very tense moment for me. And I spoke to this guy, and I was like talking to him, and he was also agitated, telling me that all this area and Abadu people full for the area, say, and all of them, that I don't recall the place stays in Lagos, and that all of them that they are just making mockery of him, they're laughing at him. Even people that used to help, people that they are hungry, they are poor, he's the one that is feeding them. That his workers, they come and be laughing at him. You know, I don't lose. And you know, I said that you see, for these people now, they look at this thing like Arsenal versus Man U.
But God bless you, it's Premier League.
It's Premier League to them. Bro, so but I have to explain to you that, but you know, facing reality, and that if Nigeria works, it affects all of them also. You know how to talk to this guy, and make them understand, like give us very proverbs and everything. You just clear, make your eye come open because say thank God. I said, you see, you know what I'm saying so is because on top of what you say, talk to somebody. Please, obedience on this platform. Reach out to obedience. Reach out to 1 or 2 people. There are people that you just calm down. There's nothing. The war is not ending. It's not ending. Tinubu will stay there and he will leave there and give us back our mandate. Do not lose hope. Do not think about it. If you have someone send me again now, I'll just read them, open the mic. Please, someone send me this DM now. And all my life, I'm saying sorry for those who are not Christians, but it's just it's from the Christian Bible. I also want to read for people to understand. All my life, I've been thinking from afar.
I don't Christian Bible.
I'll share the story. It's a very relatable show. It's a very relatable story. All my life, I have never seen this thing from this angle. Even though I know I'm a very strong Christian myself, but I've not seen it from this angle. He said, Brother Saddam, I hail you. God bless you for what you do concerning our mandate restoring Nigeria to a place of glory. I don't miss any of the spaces. I'm at work, I won't be able to speak, but I have something to share with you. Maybe you can share with the house. I was thinking about the whole situation and I was wondering why all this, and a scripture came to my mind. What got to Jesus before Lazarus died, that Lazarus was critically sick, but Jesus waited till Lazarus died before going, and when he was questioned, he told them it was for God and the Son of God to be glorified. Peter Obi is on a divine mission. He has fought the bears and the lions while chasing his Anambra mandates, and he is prepared for the battle against Goliath. The journey is so that God will be glorified. Mandate that seems as dead as Lazarus will be called back to life. No one should panic. We will surely be victorious. I look forward to the evening service today. God bless you. When you said this story,
yeah, what he just said. Do you watch the video of when Mr. Isaac Bellamy was interviewing Dati? Well, I had Dati on the video, and Dati said we were fighting against the candidates. That now you are fighting against a president. That the victory will be sweeter. I'm paraphrasing that video. Please, someone find me that video and send it to me. So, sometimes you know how me and my faith goes. But is also there's significance there. There is. You can't poo-poo it. So whichever way you can draw inspiration, where you can draw inspiration from, please do obedient. So this couple of months ahead will be very interesting.
It will definitely be interesting. In fact, right now, as I'm speaking, a lot of messages are coming through my phone now. People are saying thank you for the encouragement. They are, people are actually happy with what they're hearing here. We're not saying these things just to sweet talk you guys. We're not saying it's the facts. We're saying it because it is. Some of us are withstanding this so-called telling you what is not true over and over again. And the kind of people that use that is all these people in government, in politics and different forms, even in the house, because politics starts from the home. So even in the house, it's all over the place. So that's just it for today. I mean, it's going to be a beautiful day today. And lastly, let me just say this on behalf of the whole obedient people entirely. I'm sorry for what happened yesterday. I know a lot of people will be saying, you don't apologize.
Jimmy, no.
I beg.
No, you don't expose yourself more.
They call you too. They contact you too. They call you. They shout your name yesterday. So people since yesterday. I rather give that to obedient people. Money over and over again. We'll come together at a point in time and help ourselves as obedient. We need to start creating skills where people can learn anything. We know ourselves within this movement. We know our worth. We come together and do something. We know what we've put into. Otumba knows. Or I know what Otumba has put into this movement. Or Saddam. We're talking about millions, but we're not here to to brag. That said, if we can help ourselves, it will energize a lot of people. The confidence will be there for you to be able to feed your family. The confidence will be there for you to be able to go out and do. I mean, a lot of people are sending me different things they want to do. Boy from Computer Village said he needed just 100,000 naira to buy some machines to repair phones and all that. Do that for him. He's going to be feeding himself. So, guys, please don't worry. As time goes on, we have a lot on our plate.
We'll do everything we can. We need to really have business. I don't know how we're going to do it. Like, there's so many obedience. See, that once I see any obedient advertise what they're doing,
I think we say we'll create one of our spaces, especially all this space.
Yes.
But I think that we want all these things to die down now. Yeah. And what about all these spaces? Probably next week we'll start being a 2 hours meet space whereby we'll come out here, advertise our obedient businesses, people that there's also plan behind the scene with Oladipo, one of our guys also, that we're going to have a class for to teach obedience, ethical hacking, some tech skills like that that can empower people. So we cannot leave our people now, bro. We can't leave our people. If we leave our people more, depending on Abadu and Inshallah. Prayer for Abadu. Our people go die of hunger. So we help our people definitely. That one is in that's it. But I'll ask them to play to you guys before we start this space.
Okay. Maybe after you play it, then I will take the roll call and we move on.
Yes, please. I just want to real quick.
Colos. Eshibolo on the live. Eshibolo on the Colos. Brother Mara said Colos.
Oh my goodness, that is when go buy VPN. Don't buy Twitter.
All right. I saw that video yesterday. I was just laughing yesterday. That video cracked me up. All right, guys, welcome to Vawulence Space. As usual, it's going to be a very beautiful one today as well. So let me just take a roll call and acknowledge our beautiful regulars here so we can have a beautiful day. All right. Dr. Olu Sewen Ayo Anita Aunty Mini Oluwatobi Ode Olawaski JP Sister Lami Angadede Obedient Omega X Savik Ayobami Ezefo Ladieti Antonia Lily B Aunty Grace Wendy Aunty Jennifer Mr. Kingsley David Adona Omega X. I see you guys. Let's go again. Mr. Rob. Okay, Biruki. Antiela. Honorable Wada. Mr. Zop. Equity. Baby Congress. Roma. Oluwalonimi. Ayobami. Miss Malik. Dr. Barry. Sim card. Adawere, Benjamin, Odududu, Godson, Tex Mayor, Kempela, Mazi Cox, Mr. Joe, Boogeyman, Ogatete, Ragnarok, Prince Ozzy, Bilodu, Mr. Waleri, Eze Nnamdi, another Eze, Mr. Akoni, Captain Nanja, Mr. Tony. Thank you guys. Thank you.
No, Jimmy, you don't end that way. Don't end that way. It's only goes on end with Colos.
Back to you now, Sadell. Nice, man.
Jimmy, if you have auto tune, we'll carry the mental studio.
Jimmy go jump out of all this year.
Let's carry the mental studio. Auto tune to life.
Jimmy go enter studio. You better back Brimo. Thank you, my brother. All right, guys. It's an amazing space. Tuma, can you see S6?
Let me go find him.
I'm going to find S6. It's down there. All right, guys. Thank you. Welcome to the platform. It's a Vawulence space. If you're just joining us, that's how we catch on this platform, and we just bring our people back to reality and back to life and understand that it's not too serious and it's really too serious also at the same time. We can always have fun and discuss national issues at the same time. Okay, let's get back to the people. Thank you. I've hugged the mic for so long. For the next 1 hour, we'll say anything. I'd like you to respond. Yes, thank you. All right, I'm going to start with a lady as always. Let me start with my mom will go first. So I'm going to start with someone that's not been here for a very long period of time. Anita, you've been missing in action. Where have you been?
Sadam.
Where have you been?
Anita,
Have you been on famous?
Sadam, you're high. Otumba, you're high. You are
Anita.
the highest. Yes. Jay, you have killed me this night. How far? Jay, Vawulence space. Sadam, I'm not happy with you. I swear to God. You fall my heart. A whole me. A whole wicked sister.
What did I do?
I dey go channel TV tomorrow go cast you. I swear to God. I dey go channel TV go cast you. Wetin you do me? I don't tear shirt. Try.
What did I do?
I sent you a DM. Let me talk to Peter Obi. Sadam ignored me. Hey, you talk about that one, I go bust your head. I swear.
Let me answer it.
Go you get them to bust your head.
Go, please.
Anita, wait. Yeah, this way people
Okay, I'm waiting.
Okay, see. First of all, space management is hard. It's hard. Believe me. I was listed as a co-host. Nobody complained that they didn't see me on the space. I couldn't get on the space. But Sadam did
could not get on the space for over.
Yes, Sadam did a wonderful job. And if you see here, right now our request is 25 deep. I can only imagine how much requests he had that day. Probably goes to a couple of thousands. You know, we said we should do a hashtag. I was going through the hashtag myself. Man, I stopped reading people's question. So, I want to apologize to everyone that tried, could not get on the space. Man, it was, believe me, like, I know Mr. Beast, Peter has promised to make it by month, twice, I think every 2 months or something. So, I think we'll find we're working through a more structured format that will easily allow, I mean, it's still going to be the Twitter's part of it, but allow people to, get to interact. Believe me, I wish everybody could talk to people. Like, I you don't know how, but, so please, no vex. Please, be cool.
No wahala, I can understand. It's a tactic.
Otuma, thank you. But, Anita,
I don't believe Sadam. I don't believe this.
Anita, Becca, let me tell you what was happening to my DM. Let me tell you what happened to my DM that day. Please, see. My DM was... My DM was on Colos. Allah. Till now, till today, I have close to 1,000 messages on my DM. I have not even finished reading. Jimmy's message was like 500 and something. Jimmy's message that day. When me and Nigeria message was like close to... Ask them when I responded. I had to stay back that day in the night. I started seeing messages. I've not responded to some people till now. I was speaking to you till now. God is my witness. My message, my oh God, no verse, please.
Bro, on top that, I don't get enemy now. I don't be all that.
Some people insult me. Some people insult me. They say you dey mad. You don't see me to bring me up. You dey craze. You dey. Hey, I see insult where I created my DM. Insult where my DM. If I say na me be Tinubu. If I say na me be Tinubu, we stay our mandate. They abuse me. They abuse me. So no vex.
No wahala. The truth is, I'm just so happy. I'm just so proud of you guys. Like, Oma is not here. Cyril is not here. My guy, we went from like 200 followers to over 50,000 followers. Like, as I was seeing the followers coming up, I was shaking. Man, I'm so proud. We did well. Yesterday, I know some people were G3 yesterday, but for me, yesterday was one of my best days. Nobody should say I'm eating corn, but yesterday was one of my best days. I actually went to the nail salon. I got my nail done. I went to Market Square and I bought 6 bottles of Guinness. I came to my house. We were just laughing.
Anita, who did the Guinness?
Yeah.
Are you doing the Guinness?
I'm even drinking. I went outside.
No wonder you've been eating in action.
Remember, I went back to work yesterday. We just went to chill up ourselves because we're just around obedience. Some of us were down. Even when Saddam was talking about his friend, I was feeling sad because I have someone like that around me. People put in their finances, they put in their sweat. May I understand? After the election, you guys know for some time I couldn't even come on spaces. I cried. Whenever I was spaces, even my voice would be shaking. I would just stop for a bit and I would go down because I don't want to cry. I don't want these APC people to laugh at me. It will pain me more if people that don't understand my situation laugh. So I just avoided spaces. But yesterday was a good day. And I was thinking that maybe I will be sad, I'll be gloomy. It rained heavily in River State. My brother, from around 2, it rained. The kind of rain that was falling in River State there, I'm sure even canopies that they set to gyrate, it pulled down the canopies. We ate tea. Man, you guys tried. Alright, maybe at the end of the day, you see other states, Abia, like Saddam was saying, Abia will be like is a route for us. Other states will want to have Labour Party governors. We've done something. So nobody should be disheartened. All right. I listened to this thing. I was following Sarah. I was following General Oluchi. The PEPT watch. Okay, it's a good thing. We're moving forward. And today the whole subsidy something. My brother, I bought fuel 1 liter for 500 naira.
You also talk about
I dey laugh. 500 naira for 1 liter of fuel. I dey laugh.
Tomorrow when you go, shout Akambi 3 times. They will sell it for you at regular price.
I look Igbo. You don't know the doings. I look Igbo. They spray perfume. They go shop and combi. People when they spray perfume, they shout at combi. I'm already disqualified. Don't forget it. It will not work. It don't go work. What is where, Sha? But today was a good day. I bought fuel. And when we went to the filling station, let me just see people what the keke guy next to me was saying. Right, I said I don't go collect 10,000. I said that they vote Tinubu. And when I call it that 10,000, come buy fuel. Oh. I didn't know they were sharing 10,000 in River State, but apparently that was what they shared for them. But thank you, Saddam. Thank you, Tumba. Omar is not here. Cecil is not here. Jimmy, you guys are really holding the fort. Dr. Lu, Mommy Bolande, everybody. Even this is another menace on Twitter. Harry, I'm seeing him here. Jimmy is like a big menace. He has an upcoming brother too. Thank you, people, for everything. We're meaning Nigerian. We're looking forward to how this will end. At the end of the day, man, nobody should be disheartened. I believe something will come out from this. And Peter will be. He will be our president. And so now, please, I beg, just reply my DM. I need people to be number. If you need to give me that number, I beg. We can be among the people that they call for phone. And in the mighty name of Jesus. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night. I'm sorry.
Thank you, my sister. But that one, that request that we asked now.
No. When he comes again, see. When he comes again, I beg. I need to contribute.
Calm down now.
Soldier. They let me bust my head for election day. Oh, see, I know.
But I want really clear. I really want to clear the air because also for us to understand that space is not violent space. The power fact space is meant to be a media chat, and the media chat is meant to be coordinated by season. Me, I was not even meant to even talk on that space. My work was just to introduce and allow N6 and N6 and David Hunde and Otuma run the show. Mine was just to do introduction but N6 network did not bring N6 up. Otumba N6 network did not bring Otumba up. That's why normally that space, I'm not saying that, honestly speaking, people are supposed to talk to people that they don't even supposed to pass 5. That was the whole plan behind that space. Was us coming and write your questions, we ask the questions, because as obedience did like this now, some people they depressed. Even people they collect for mic now say, Sir, why are you not there? You know, and the whole world were listening to us.
What is your plan for education?
What's your plan for this? Why are you this? So why are you that? Why, you know, so it has to be structured in a way that whatever is coming, do you know the backlash I got? So that this man comes down to us on Twitter space, we should be able to understand that it is that moment for us to listen to him, speak to us directly. We must not have the opportunity. If you have and else is them. No, I'm not saying else is no joy. Else is no joy.
If you don't let people send me message, Jimmy, why they ask so why they tell people say me no apologize again? I blocked like 20 people that day. I blocked like 20 people. So now you ask question, say why they tell people say me no they apologize again. Why are they talk to him like that?
Jimmy, the reason I know they protect PO. People they protect PO from you.
Yeah, Saddam say Jimmy no violence with PO and na PO abeg. Na PO.
I just Jimmy go people don't say abeg make Jimmy stop that way abeg. You know, so we have to understand this is as a movement and as you know, say violence don't to full our belly. Violence don't to full our belly from this place. We not come forget say the name of the space now parallel facts. It's not like so now just feel it like people will be on arise. We call space and what do they call this our man name Rufai Abati and this thing the interviewer. We will just listen. That's what we do on the space on when we hear the interview, right? We just sit down and we listen. So not all of us we speak. I beg. Please, it's very, very important we set this record straight for the next time because